The hottest chick I've ever dated, I'd say I met her through social media. Yeah, I met her through social media. Facebook, Mark, I am. You got me. Yeah, I met her through social media. I met her via Facebook Messenger. Dog, yeah. If it's like because what happened is that obviously on Facebook, let me just have a backstory to what I'm about to say. I believe I'm one of the few people that would say like I've been online since Facebook came in, like first year, Twitter first year, you understand everything. So I have some sort of experience with the online space and social media. I always tell people that it's a game. Like it's a game to me. Like, okay, who's getting the most likes? Like high score, I go Pac-Man, understand? Like every activity. So it somehow just happened. There was a time I was pushing some comedy type of thing through my page, and she was like she was there 100% on my content. And then later on, we just hooked up via Messenger. I was just texter, so texter, my heart in blowing kisses. So yeah, we somehow just had a lot in common. But it's through the jokes and through my online content, I so believe. Guys know my begging stock, catfish. But yeah. No, I don't. Because I'm also attracted to celebrities, and that would be so, I would say that won't be mainly of me to go to intombi if you bona omunye umjita emncanywayo who's well publicized, because yazi ukuthi njani, even us we love about Beyonce because we see them like often, like bagqoke lezi zinto lezi our sisters in the hood can't afford, and then we think they are hotter only to find out ukuthi they are created beauty and understand, or artificial beauty in that sense. So yeah, I'm not blame about again that would love Brad Pitt and stuff. Like Brad Pitt, what the fuck? Like you would actually fall in love with such stuff. So I don't blame them, and it also shows the power of media. Yes, I do believe in marriage, and it's the same way I believe in love, and I respect the Rastafarian movement's perception of love, which is only one love, and that's my motto. Because if you take love, and love has the very same characteristics, get me where I'm coming from. Love has the very same characteristics that if you take this very same characteristics and apply them to a dog, a house, a car, and whatnot, it somehow just builds love. So there's only one love. So I do believe in love, and I believe in marriage. If you guys like understand each other, like, and then because what that comes with is also the belief in each other, which namhlanje uPenwen can be kusasa, you understand. I meet uPenwen mechanic, kusasa can have his own mobile, the warehouse or whatever. So to me it's like, yeah, I do believe in marriage, because I do believe people can still come together and love each other. No, I don't. Because not so much that's why not much it's no, but then in honest, I don't, because of it's like because it's in our primitive mind that we want to survive, or we want our DNAs to survive and in the best environment. So I wouldn't blame a woman who sees if I'd have a kid, no cats, and then you understand, or if me and no cats, I'll be able to have the best in life, in which everyone or one common needs to get the best out of life. So I'm not blaming. So yeah, I love them too. Yeah. First thing, I don't believe there's an ugly person, because of it would be very selfish of me to even say there's a beautiful person. You understand? So what is beauty? Based on who? Based on which study? And then these ones, they're ugly. No. So I believe everyone is beautiful. Let's start there. So Leo is a bit tricky, because I come from a place uzobona nje umntana oshisayo ajola nenye sigeme second esingaka chopper 7 Nkosi yami ozuthi uboneni la. But I believe ukuthi like Leon is just a stereotype. People should just, like, especially amantombazane, should just get partners that make them happy, regardless of what they have and they don't have. So yeah, obviously. But to have children, hey, but nah, just to have children, it's another dynamic. Or to date, I would say, Guti, they are allowed to date. They are allowed to date. because no one should ever like love is priceless. You understand? Love is priceless. In respect to what I said earlier on, it's just to say there's beauty that's created, and that has to also put me in a position whereby I say with Natsamachita, we're sparking my makeup, so we're not even trying. Amantombazane shouldn't tell themselves go to Batlum. We're not even trying. I spark my bond, it's in. It's just something and we have so much like confidence in who we are. Amachita when most days just amachita, tungas communicate, but you find that there's too much body shaming and body water. So with that type of psychosis as an umuntu, I would say it's a hard one, Penwell. Let's just say it's a hard one. So it's like, okay, when we have to go back to my example, the nature, then we have so many factors to actually count to, but then it's much more, it makes sense with even now, we won't go for the most, like girl ubona ukuthi lozongipha ingcoso ezimbi, not to say ukuthi uzobe mubi, but yena uzoba ngipha ingcoso ezimbi or ophorayo or contrary. Like there's so many things that we should just get into in a sense of in nature, but for survival I would say it makes sense that we all have children based on what DNA we want to bring, like to breed a car. So that's what. So it's not meant for abantu abarich abanemali kube ibophela ababanengi nengcosi and zibe ziningi because thina sibaba sinamali. No, the thing is, if there's a gene that you think can help my family, like if a car is Tom and I find it a very smart chick, why not hit it and start to generate my children? Because that's how I'm taking birth and the whole thing ye nature or the primitive side. I understand. Yeah, abana for the nobutano sinyana ngathi vele ngathi hafi. So with that I would say yeah. I have that fear, but not the fear of the poor people. The fear of we are not mindful of the genetic mutation. What are we bringing to the next generation? You understand? You'd find it to go to Ubuntu, like not to body shame or something, but then unamzimba omkhulu, and then there's not someone of feet, and then funukushata nomunye umuntu, and then their next generation find that they have 3 children that are big. You understand? And those children, they are not helping towards, maybe those children don't even make it to their 50s. We understand that. How am I securing my own DNA by just having sex? Because now, like recently, but it's to be very mindful of how am I contributing to the very next generation? You understand that with me having the right partners, understand my partner because you find that like for my sense who has a like Google family background there, I would say for my research they were suffering from a certain mental condition, but due to like manje, you understand, and I have to deal with that. You understand? And to find that it's a generational thing, and they never even care to to deal with it as a family. You understand? When I say manje, then umtana says a certain mental disorder, and I'm working 2 times with that disorder. You understand? So it's 2 ways. It's 2 ways, but in most cases, in Zima, they would say very manje umhlaba vele ugcwale shuthi no ukuthi ugcwale ngabo Einstein nje ugcwale nje ngeyidom hayi come on, let's rethink like that should be in our mind the first time when we start to have sex and mate is to go to who are we mating with. You understand? But lowo muntu uzoqinisa umndeni noma uzowisa umndeni. You understand? And I think the old kings, they were bebayicava lento there. You understand? From the reason why there's certain things and certain teaching and certain understanding that came with the bloodline. That's why it went back to the blood. And that's why it was very important that in Kosi they just interpret if push comes to shove with that. One of them understand that, but they were very mindful of the way like the society is shaped and the power of blood and DNA. No, I don't think so. I don't want that same blood lababanalo kuma Europeans to be in the in the no mina nginalo. So if I have to put something out there, my great grandfather or my father's grandfather was like umntana ukuthi there's some European and to bloodline within my family because I'm from like some royal family. And it's just that I don't think I have enough information to actually like speak upon it with such great confidence. But I do have proof because my aunt, which is my father's cousin, is married to the royal TSA Rustenburg, and even Nagits, they still have land in the Free State in some of KwaZulu-Natal parts like Tim Code where you can like it's known. You understand? So, but that thing, I wouldn't say it's a good thing. We should really like intensify the black gene because Abelung it's black people that turn white. We are all just people. You understand? It's just due to climates and due to like placement and environment. But to me, it's like sonke singabantu and. Yeah, it's just unfortunate because last point today have so much hate towards us. I understand because I believe that the human evolution really stopped when it reached like white people. I understand the Europeans and stuff. Like we never breeded another version of humanity because from South, I would like to share this on the platform because this is my belief on how like why we have racial differences. It's because people like. Where's the cradle of humankind, Penwood? It's here. So it's proven that the very first person is in the south of Africa and in South Africa. So life began here and then we started to go up. And then we started to go up and then we went up and then we started to rise. I understand that due to our geographical placing, we started to rise. Masesfergo, Egypt, just the middle part of Africa. That's when you start to find that knowledge is passed through reading. And then later on to later civilizations as Mhlabeni, nazo siqala ukubhala, but ukubhala kuqale with like a stone. Understand? And it only made sense that ukubhala uqale deserts because people couldn't leave trades with la Gaban, you needed to write, but Penel was here 2023. I used to do it school. but like the whole notion of like people started to write when they started to reach Aboma Desert place. That's why the desert has more scrolls and they have more knowledge that is kept there, more than any part of the world. You understand? They have their knowledge. And then after that, people, they started to turn white, maybe figure, you understand? Because when you check people from Algeria, they're all white. You understand? But remember, took jump again. That's when it happened. I understand because of the climate. There's even a documentary that was made by a white person. This used to be my belief. Out of tourism is emoyeni. You understand that from the spiritual realm, I'll have to put it like that, as straight as it is. And then to say there was even a white person who's proven this. And Lupanzo showed me that documentary, but he did it with genetics. You understand? So we are all just humans, and white people are just black people that turn white over time. Just go to Gaza, people 1,000 years, and so to that I don't believe, but we should be breeding with more white people because they lack the melanin. We should be breeding with people that have more melanin because it ensures our survival for even longer. The melanin, you understand? Because that's the core. No, I think it's just a matter of me being a staunch believer of Ubuntu. I just believe that we understand Ubuntu to the very core T, and that's our advantage. Like in South Africa, we get the country in South Africa. I've never traveled outside South Africa, but I know, like from reading books and like the country that houses more nations in one, South Africa. Like it's pillar in peace, like you show us good the black power. What I'm trying to get to is the power of melanin. That was the power of melanin. It's Ubuntu. We understand Ubuntu and that thing more than the white people that think that it's not like they are rich based on their money. They are not rich based on us no Ubuntu. See now we can say no money but it's symbol. We understand, and we don't even give filter or what. See, sigera nemali yakho and then hlala nemali yakho and then sinasiqhubeka silokhu siphuwa because to us Ubuntu is the core value. Good, how do you relate to other people? How do you build other people? And then you find the thing is figure it. Yeah, I understand. And then just if I have to put it like that, and that's based on their own currency, that's based on their own money. But the true currency that Tinasirana Ngayumuntu, Ubuntu, and no other, I will challenge no other black person unless if Serangene Umoyo Mubi. You understand? Umoyo, so no other black person would watch another person strive as a staff. Or another person angabi in a shelter, or another person ukuthi sikubukele or sikheke or size sikudayisele. How many times have black people started businesses, but because of Ubuntu umuntu ogcina teshmara azingcina sengimnika nge-half price. You understand? That's us, and I believe that's like we have different currencies. You understand? White people, they have that currency with tangible things, and we have intangible currency, which is Ubuntu. So yeah, that's that.